computer guy, no, the computer guy shows up unannounced. Here you got down-home manager, hey, you know, here I am. I just want you, they said you're going to install something. And Pincus is telling him about how this software is built, right? And so our sales guy's just going, you're killing it. You're killing it. You are killing it. So he comes back. So Steve goes, all right, you're out of it. So they sever ties, their agreement. I get a copy of the code, and you, Mr. Software Guy, get a copy of the code. So I'm taking my ball and going home, and you go and take your ball, and you're going to go home. So anyway, now Steve's left with these two products. One of them is a product called Shadow Me, which we named. It was called iGuardian or something. And he's just like, I'm not an advertising and marketing guy. I'm a friggin' consultant. I consult on Oracle, SAP, stuff like that. He goes, I don't know anything about marketing a product. And so he needed us, and I have some technology people that I brought in that are good. I mean, these are good people. You know what I mean? A programmer who has an MBA. So he's got the business side down. So anyway, we come in here, and he tells me, I'll demo it for you. He says, all right, here's the deal. This is 30 days ago. He goes, here's the deal. We've got this product that it worked one time. I don't know if it works now, because this guy just wrote me a CD. He said, here's your code then. And he goes, so what we have to do is I've already signed the contract with Realogy, which is the largest real estate company in the world. They own Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Better Homes and Gardens, And they have 300,000 agents, and they want this for their agents. So we have to come up with this like lickety-split.
Oh, so you have like a possible 300,000 units.
Right, 300,000 units right from the get-go.
So you've got some inspiration.
Yeah, and Realogy's going, where is it? We want to sell, we've got to get it out there, where is it? So we've been working on it about 30 days. We're going live this week, which is good. We've got the whole thing going. But here's the premise. Think about real estate agents. Think about online daters. Think about college students. Think about my daughter Emma when she's 10. And she's going to go up the street to visit a friend's house. You have a cell phone. And when you're getting ready
to go somewhere.
When you're getting ready to go somewhere, you call a number. There's no usernames and passwords. This is $6.99 a month.
$6.99?
Please tell me your name, whom you are with, where you are now, where you are going. The more information that I have, the faster and more effective my response will be.
So, the first thing she asks you is, we missed that, but the first thing she asks you is, how often do you want me to call? And you can say,
oh, that's
5 minutes,
cool.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, half hour, whatever.
And if you're not answering,
it escalates. You have a contact tree, you put all your contacts in there. I can put you in there, my wife in there, Steve in there.
So if you're not and you said call me in 5 minutes, and they call you in 5 minutes, and you're not answering, then something's wrong.
If it's in emergency mode, yes, it will call 911, it will email, it will text everybody in your contact tree, because it's all about response time.
Wow, that's quite a program.
It is.
How do you get that program from there to wherever it is to wherever that goes?
Oh, dude, you'd have no idea. I mean, the gyrations. Because, see, the software guy pretty much hacked it up so you couldn't put it back together.
Did y'all have to you had to let him go, and he gave you the code?
We fired him, and we had to threaten some legal stuff for a project manager that was in between Steve's company and a team in India that was actually building it. So, to make a long story short, we finally have it. Today we were talking about, the setup screens online. So you can go online and set it up. But, I mean, I think it's the greatest thing. I mean, my wife came downtown a few weeks ago to have dinner with her girlfriends. She uses Shadow Me. And see, we branded it Shadow because you've always got your shadow.
Sure. And
your shadow is your friend. I mean, that's now you can empower your shadow. The biggest problem I see is how do we well, the online dating thing is easy. Because if I go look at Susan's profile, and I've got some bad intentions, and I go to her profile, and I see the Shadow Me logo, if I don't know what that is, I can click on it and go, oh. probably, it works like a burglar alarm sign in front of your house. Probably won't mess with her. Because
Wow.
if she's got a cell phone,
So that brand will that logo will get out there and people will know what it is.
eHarmony has 15 million users.
Oh yeah.
And on their security
That could
page,
explode.
you know what it says on their security page? It says, take your cell phone and probably call somebody to tell them where you're going.
But you've already figured that all out. You got it right there in a little package.
Well, the problem with that is you call someone, I call Ross.
Yeah, I mean,
he's that's the last thing.
he gets sidetracked.
Yeah. And also,
But you've got somebody. This is automated, so this is going to do whatever you ask it to do. This is what
right,
it does.
it's going to call you back if you're a real estate agent. I mean,
That is really cool.
Some of the most terrifying things I've ever heard about happening to people, I've heard happen to real estate agents.
Sure, they're opening houses down there on the end of the road.
Middle of the night, meeting
Yeah.
some guy. Oh, well, my wife couldn't come tonight. I'm just by myself. In this economy, they're going after whoever they can go after.
Setting up the
And
robbers.
what Realogy says, you know what Realogy says? She goes, we tell the agents to take a can of mace and maybe take a self-defense class and just watch who you're with. That's what they tell them. That's it.
Hi-ya!
Yeah, right. Hi-ya! So the cool thing that I like about it is no pins, there's no usernames and passwords.
It's
It knows
user
your phone number.
friendly. You speak that word.
Speak it. Call me every 20 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Now tell me.
I'm with Ross at a meeting. I'm at 426 Marietta Street, Northwest 30313 Atlanta.
And here's Ross's phone number. Here's Ross's email. I expect to be here for an hour. Call me back every 30 minutes. Yeah.
So you're out now. Who cast that vision? Whose vision was that? Somebody's. Y'all picked. Is that guy or that? Are they gone?
That guy is gone, but Steve helped craft the vision. And what the vision started with the enterprise version, which is running at Georgia State. It's more of, I mean, there's already a company that does like text messages, like at Holy Innocents. If school's out, we get texted and we get called automatically. There's a system that does that. But they're interested in offering this as well. Because what their system isn't, is it isn't proactive where individuals can use it. And what we've got running at Georgia State is, and how this all came about, and I didn't know this, the example that's been given to me is CNN. If there's an active shooter in there, if there's a fire, if there's a flood, if there's a bomb, you're going to think this is crazy. They have a series of 3-ring binders that have all these procedures they have to follow, and it's mandated by the federal government. I mean, you have to have a procedure for all these different situations, incident management. So, there's a shooter. First I have to call Ross, who's the president of security, then I have to do this, and then I have to lock all the doors. Well, the enterprise version of this digitizes all that. So when there's an active shooter, I could be sitting here, and if that's my charge, I'm automatically notified. Boom, I put it into place, and all that stuff starts to happen.
And everybody that's in the building that works for CNN is going to get it on their cell phone.
Yeah, all the authorities will be notified. Everybody who needs to be notified will be notified. Any kind of documentation, any kind of systems, all right, start this process, it automatically happens. Well, so at Georgia State, we're running right now, we're running a fire incident and an active shooter incident. So see, they can add other incidents, but the cool thing is when I mentioned the GE thing, did you know this? There are unmanned power stations. Did you know that? Unmanned. Nobody in there. There's turbines generating power next to rivers or streams or whatever. And the only way they find out something's wrong with them, Ross, is if the fire alarm goes.